Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network and a presentation of What's Up with the Turners.
Oh, yeah!
Many things that we're thankful for, family, friends, enemies.
Food! That was totally wicked!
Anyways, cow. Beef, right? Beef is cow. Yeah, beef is cow, I'm right. I had to double think about that one though for a second. Starbucks has good benefits. This music makes me want to go out and punch somebody. I don't know what our audience age range is though.
And now your hosts, Caleb Turner and Brianna Turner.
And we are live. What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. August 9th, 2014, our first edition in 3 months.
It's been a while.
And our fans are crying. I've already had a couple emails. No joke. Couple emails. Some text messages, tweets, some Facebook messages from all 2 fans that we have around the globe.
Yay.
So this one is especially for Uncle Frederick. He was requesting one. And tonight, for some reason at the dinner table, I think we had the spur-of-the-moment idea to do another show here, and maybe one more before the end of an era of the Anchor Radio Network's What's Up with the Turners. It is August 9th, 24 days away from my leaving of the Lower Mainland, and the next step in the great life of a college student. It's not so great. That was supposed to be a punchline, you know. It's not great. Sometimes it's fun, and I've heard stories. It can give me fun. But there are times where, as a college student, you just want to crawl up and call mom and tell her to bring you some grilled cheese.
Love you, Mom.
I need some grilled cheese. I'm tired of this. What is that? I'm tired of that.
We're gonna have to get that.
No, I was talking about the story that I heard, how college students, because they're so dirt poor, and because they can't afford a griddle, they use the iron.
Yeah.
They use the iron, and they make grilled cheese with the iron. After they've already, ironed their clothing, you have to just wash the iron.
No, they just use one iron and then they borrow another iron.
Well, I mean, it does cut down on dishes. I mean, it's not like you have to do dishes in the...
Scrape off.
Yeah, we got a long line outside the bathroom. Everybody's bringing their irons into the bathroom to wash. We have iron soap. Hey, somebody needs to invest in that. Iron soap. Specifically for Bible college students. Someone could make millions off that. Iron soap. That's priceless. I mean, because then you'd have a whole entire group of people buying soap for their iron just from when they are using their iron to make grilled cheese.
Anyways.
You can make pancakes with your...
Moving on.
I graduated the following day after our special edition in Orlando, Florida. So I am officially, this was so long ago, but officially I am no longer a high school student. Thank you, self. That was good. I made it through all 12 years.
Yeah! Woo!
I got 4 more years, baby. 4 more. And majoring in missions in the great Baptist College of
Maybe
Golden
I'll just skip
State.
college.
Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to get a job?
I'm just gonna go.
Go where? Go to the bathroom. That's my schooling.
I'm just gonna go.
That's it. Just going to go south, where you can get a job with no education, no degree. You can be an immigrant and you can get a job in the South. Come on over, he says. Come on over. We have free jobs, free money for you. We aren't going to let the Americans work. We're going to let all of the immigrants work and earn all the money.
I love you, Obama.
So we can, separate ourselves and give all the money to all the people that aren't Americans. That's unfortunate. But we love people that come from around the world. We love those people. It's just the way he's doing it is it's illegal.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about
boy.
it. Also, since the last time we did, we had several weeks worth of work.
I had 2 weeks.
I
full
had
weeks of work.
a month and a half. No,
We
6
did
weeks.
the same thing. We had a nice SkyTrain to work.
We would take the SkyTrain to work in the mornings, and
Got
we
the
would
usual papers and read the horoscopes.
read the
That
horoscopes.
was good. Taurus.
Taurus,
Good
yeah.
old Taurus.
We were
That's both
Taurus
of
because
our
we were born in
birthdays.
between April 24th and May 29th.
April 25th to April 30th. Because that's our birthdays.
No, I know, but I was saying that Taurus is like a certain group
Well,
of
Taurus
birthdays.
is April. Taurus is like
Just a disclaimer for everybody, we don't believe in the
We
horoscopes.
just
We
like
do it
to
for fun.
read them and know what's going on.
Because it's really funny to
not-
read, like,
it's not even real.
avoid this kind of certain person
Like,
because
you
they'll
know,
bring you bad luck.
Be with family and
Yeah, being family is the
work
way to get through life.
hard.
Work hard so your boss can give you extra money. This is your day to do that, so work extra hard.
And chill.
But anyways, and we'd always see the same people.
Good old guy riding the skateboard.
Yep.
He's probably like in his late 40s.
Yeah, late 40s,
Got
early
off the
50s, and he rides a
skateboard, cool
skateboard
guy.
to the
Very-
SkyTrain.
He might have actually been older than that.
It's leftover from the hippie generation in the 80s, the hippie movement. I don't know, the hippie movement was in the 60s, I thought. Yeah, but then the hippies came into the 80s and came into the schools, and that was a mess. I wasn't even alive, but hey, I knew about it. I don't know how I know about it. Clueless. Clueless am I. Something else that happened, we had the church's 13th anniversary, so congratulations to the Anchor Baptist Church.
Gave away a nice puzzle piece stress reliever to each family.
I didn't get one.
You
We
didn't
ran
get
out.
one. I got one.
That's how many people were here. That's how many people were at church. We actually
Praise the
ran
Lord,
out.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, that is a huge praise. We actually ran out of gifts. Isn't
Yeah.
this the first year that we ran out of
Dad
gifts?
didn't even get a stress reliever.
Yeah.
And he's the
Dad
best.
didn't get one, and he's the
I
pastor.
got one.
He's
I
been
got
around the longest, and he didn't get one.
Yeah, what's this?
So,
What
anyways.
can I say?
But it's okay. I mean, it's part of being
I
the
like
staff.
Violet.
It's the staff kids and the don't.
PK! PK power!
How many times have we touched on this in the past?
Anyways,
9 editions.
moving on.
Next thing, we had July 4th.
That was good.
Happy Independence Day! Late, but happy
We
Independence
also
Day.
had Canadian.
You notice I actually say Independence Day first, even though it doesn't come before July 1st? July 1st for the Americans listening is Canada Day, and they're like, what's that? What's Canada? Where's Canada? Canada? Is Canada a country?
Does Canada have all those?
Does Canada
Eskimos?
exist? Is
Canada's
that where all
they
those
have
polar bears?
Penguins, right?
By the
That's
way,
where
you know all polar bears are left-handed? Did you know that? All polar bears are left-handed.
it's
a
not
proven,
like they're gonna write.
it's a scientific fact. They're all
Like,
left-handed.
It's not like they write.
Well, that's like if they play hockey up there. They're all going to shoot
So
left-handed.
polar bears.
So that
bears
means-
play hockey.
That means you would have 5 left-wingers in a left wing, center, right wing, and then the 2 defensemen would also be left-wingers. That's tough. I don't even know how polar bears could play hockey like that. Polar bears don't need skates because their feet have those things that keep them upright on the ice. Like, they don't slip and fall.
Yeah.
So...
Anyway.
Anyways, July 1st, what's Canada? Where's Canada? That's what the Americans are thinking. And the Canadians are like the U.S. Thank you, U.S., because you have cheap gas and cheap stuff for us to
Cheap
go and
food.
buy stuff. You have a dollar menu that in real life is actually
Well,
$1.12.
normally, Canadians, when they think of Americans, they think of fat people.
Yeah, they think fat
Think
people, and
fat
then they're the
people
ones going down and stuffing
get
their
all their
faces with
food.
Costco products, wholesale,
All these
Walmart.
Asians, all these Asians and Indians who buy like
10
15
gallons of 20,
milk.
30 gallons. Just put a cow in my cart, baby.
Then you
Give me a
buy
cow.
a couple cows.
Just give me a cow. That's what they're going to start doing. They're going to have a farm. They're going to have a farm next to the Costco, and the people are just going to be able to buy their own cow. What is the duty-free people going to say at the border? What do
No
you got there?
pets allowed.
No cows allowed. That's what the new rule is going to be, because they actually charge now on bread as well. They charge extra on bread and potatoes, I think. You can only have 1 bag of potatoes. If you have 2 bags of potatoes, it's like $25. Which is wrong. The first announcement. The first announcement of the Golden State Boys talk show took place within the past 3 months as well.
Yep.
And that show will be taking
good.
place on campus of the Golden State Baptist College in Santa Clara, California. And the 2 hosts will be Darren Cook and myself, Caleb Turner, the third talk show in the Anchor Radio Network's 4-year history now. 3-year history. We're now 3 years old. The Anchor Radio Network celebrated 3 years. It actually celebrates 4 years in January. So, you've been a part of that. And I was the founder of it. So, anyways, the next thing that happened as well, we had Camp Yes.
Yeah.
And junior camp and teen camp.
That was good.
I
got burnt.
I'm not talking about teen camp yet. We're talking about junior camp.
Oh, okay,
first,
junior camp. I didn't get burnt.
Yeah, you didn't get burnt at junior camp because you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
I mean, you might have been there.
I
I wouldn't know because I was
you were
working.
I could have been anywhere. I could have
Actually, I wasn't working that week.
Oh, yeah,
I worked 2 days that week, and I had 3 days where I just slept in till like 10:30.
You have very bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, I always have.
gross.
They call me the
You
unibrow, like
trim
Anthony Davis.
those.
It's like Anthony Davis. I actually have hair that's right in between my 2 eyebrows
actually,
as
I
well.
do too,
But
so
if I shave that,
have,
it'll
like, a
grow
little
back
bit-
even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be like hang over my eyes. I'll get to Bible college and they'll be like, you have to shave your facial hair. This isn't facial hair. These are my eyebrows, man. Technically, that's facial hair because it's on your face. If guys were going to be legit about this, facial hair could be this as well. Although they could argue that it's forehead hair. That's actually what they probably would say. It's forehead hair. What was I saying about work? I was saying about the 2 days, how I sleep in. Oh yeah, something that I do since I'm now no longer going to camp. What I do is during the day of camp, while I'm walking around the house, I look at the clock and I say, oh, it's 10 o'clock. They are in the middle of chapel or game time right now during the chapel segment. Oh, it's 12. They're finishing up the first game in the morning. They're getting ready for lunch. Oh, it's 1:30. HHH, baby. Free time. And then I look at the clock late at night because I like counting down the hours for my day because I like counting down till when I'm going to be able to get into my bed and sleep, right? Except for in that week, because that week in my room it was like 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
No, not junior camp week. Junior camp week it was raining.
Yeah,
you're thinking of teen
the
camp.
week before junior camp, it was
Okay,
like that,
yeah.
and then junior camp it swelled off a little bit.
And then teen camp.
Teen camp it was like 110
pow, pow,
degrees
pow.
Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness!
Because I got burnt.
Yeah, but you weren't even here upstairs in our attic to suffer.
You can't get suntanned in a room. You have to be outside. to
Yeah,
get the
but
sun.
my light has a certain amount of volts or watts, whatever it is,
Well, it's
and it
not
can
as
cause
hot
it.
in your room as it
You know,
is
it is actually proven. Certain light bulbs they're creating now can help give you a tan. That's what when you go to a suntan salon,
because you can go and get yourself
a tanning salon. You can actually buy those though and bring them into your house, and you can set up your own personal tanning salon. In the middle of the winter, baking myself here in the house. You walk out and everybody's bright white, and you're like dark brown. You're like, hey guys, where'd you come from? Hawaii. No, my bathroom. That's where I came from. I had a light in there, and I just stand there while I'm taking my shower. Because that's the only time that you'd ever be fully declothed. Yeah, you just put the lights up inside your shower. You can bathe. You can sunbathe and bathe. Or actually, it'd be not sunbathe. It'd be light bathing. Anyways, a teen camp.
Was good.
I went one of the nights for a service and stuck around for one of the skits. A couple of the skits, actually. It's pretty cool.
David's skit with love from my
David and I forget how to pronounce his last name. We're gonna have to get that checked. David, tomorrow, you're gonna have to help me remember.
Love you, David. Oh, happy birthday to you,
Yeah,
David.
that's right. I got that update on my
Happy
phone today.
birthday.
Your mom posted something at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
today, and I was still up for some reason.
On your
Jonathan
phone.
By the way, yes, that is something else that happened before we continue on. I got a phone, and it is a BlackBerry, and I can't
So
really
jelly, man.
I can't really
It's like
show
so
you
unfair.
because we're just doing audio. But I'm holding it up to the mic. I don't think that's going to do anything, but I'm holding it up to the mic. Now it's not. Now it's on the desk. But it is a unlimited text, talk, and data here in Canada on the WIN network. The only thing that I cannot do is text U.S. numbers or call U.S. numbers. When I'm in the U.S., I am on T-Mobile or AT&T, and I get unlimited text, talk, and data to Canadian numbers and U.S. numbers. And that is a good deal for $45 a month. Back to camp, yes. Before I continue on, again, shout out to David. Happy birthday. You are literally the dude of camp this year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I was only there one night.
And that was the night. That was the night.
That was the night where
That was
everything
the
shut
night.
down.
Yep. Last night.
There was no Berserk. Long dramatic pause. There was no crazy outbreak of
Drama.
Now there was a lot of
Drama.
mosquito bites apparently.
I got like 40 bites, dude, on like both my legs.
You know how much blood that you probably lost to mosquitoes during that week?
It's not that bad.
You know what would be funny is to calculate how much blood was lost, everybody combined. You could probably fill a body worth of blood with the amount of blood that was lost that week at camp to the mosquitoes. You know what's scary is that a mosquito that bit you might have gone to someone else, bit him, got his blood, went to someone else, bit him, got his blood, and came back to you after he had already bit those last two.
And when you smacked it and squashed it, his blood went everywhere, and that's somebody else's blood.
That was somebody else's blood on your arm. But you'd never know who it was unless you did DNA testing and stuff. Which there are no labs at camp, yes, unfortunately.
Anyways.
Camp food, famous, always. I mean,
Chinese food is really
I
good
remember
this year, guys.
I did not like tomato soup until I went to camp, yes. In fact, I hated tomato soup until I went to camp,
I don't
yes.
drink tomato soup unless I have it with my grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. That's right. And I was always told by Mom, you know, why don't you have tomato soup with your grilled cheese? I was like, I don't like tomato soup. It's tomato. I like ketchup, but I don't like tomato.
Love ketchup.
Okay? So, when I went to camp, they had grilled cheese with tomato soup, and the guys threatened me, if you don't eat this tomato soup, bad things are going to happen tonight in the cabin.
No, and you never wanted to have extra food left on your plate. You always
Yes.
wanted to clean it. 'Cause
Yes.
You hated being that person with food left over.
Yes, because then everybody turns around and says,
Be
oh,
like,
he still had
"Don't
food on his
eat."
plate. So, the point after all of that is the fact that I got introduced to tomato soup at camp.
Camp is cool.
Yes.
Camp
The
is
famous
cool.
Camp Crushes. Were there any Camp Crushes this year? I
I
did
can't
hear from a
say.
couple people
Can't
that
say.
there was a lot of drama.
Yes.
But we can't talk about names over
No.
the air because, well, we got to protect the innocent. But I did hear that there was a lot of drama this year, apparently.
Not
alleged.
too bad. I don't know, unless it's under the cover.
I was told from a couple of guys. A couple of the guys came to me. Just like, so-and-so just went nuts. And then, like, a couple more so-and-sos went nuts. And Brandon's like, who?
Tell me later. Tell me later. I think
Will
I
you stop
have
being
some-
an owl? Who? Next, church picnic. Just happened last Monday. The badminton tournament
we win,
remains.
You lose. That's the way it works.
That is the way it works.
PK power rules the world.
It's dominant. It is a dominant force
The
that
world.
cannot be destroyed
We're just
when it comes to badminton. We can lose in other things.
cool like
But when it
that.
comes to badminton, dude, all bets are off. Put all your money in the pot. The odds are 1-to-1 that we are winning in badminton. 8-0 this year. I have yet to lose a badminton game. Not a match. A game at the church picnic. In the 8 years now of playing badminton
we
at
had
the
some
church
good
picnic.
competitors. No, that was pretty good.
We had probably three matches that were good, and we only had probably 3 people that were worthy enough to take us on.
See, most of them just were like, swinging their rackets in the air, and
Most
they
of
got
them
those
don't care.
random points.
See, and that is the difference. That is the difference between people that are competitors and people that are not. People that are not competitors don't care whether they win or lose. They're just there to have fun.
In some sports.
What do you mean have fun? There's no fun in losing, okay? Yes, we have to have a good attitude when we lose, right? Okay? And yeah, you do want to have fun. But the only way Turners have fun is when they win. Yes, we're going to be good sportsmen, and when we lose, we're going to shake your hand and say, good game. Inside, we're going to be getting eaten alive. But we're not going to, not play just so we can have fun. We are going to play and dominate and win and crush you in badminton.
All right, hold back.
I mean, I am ready to blow up, and people were getting on us at the picnic for saying, you guys are too competitive, you guys take this way too serious. Well, yeah, we do. I'm not gonna back away from
Got
that.
a problem with that, bro?
I mean, we wanted to win, and we
won.
came to win, and we won. We came, we conquered, and
Hell.
yeah, that's the end of the story. That's basically all that there was
Came
to
and
say.
conquered.
Um,
Anyways,
the 44th birthday of our dad. We have a 41-year-old dad.
man, we're so old.
We are old. I mean, man, for us to have a 41-year-old dad, man, we must be
We're
like
old.
grannies. Grannies and grampies. I mean, man, I feel like
Then
feel
our
like
body's like,
I mean, wow. 41 years old. What did we get him?
iPad Air.
That's right. We got him the iPad Air.
Oh, might as well tell that story
Yep.
while you're here.
You want to tell the story? Am I gonna
You just tell
So
the story.
Brianna came up with this brilliant idea one day. Actually, no, we can't talk about that because
Oh,
we weren't allowed.
Well, you know.
Ah, there was nothing to say. Nothing to say. Okay, but we're back, and yes. So happy birthday to our dad for turning 41. He had many great gifts.
Mine was the best.
Yes, Brianna's was the best gift.
Because it was
Along with that. And one of these years we're gonna have to get him something big like a septic tank or a gold toilet seat. Something that says "We love you."
Something that says dad.
something that says "Dad" needs to be like a cooling system on the toilet seat for the mornings. A cooling system.
Gotta love dad's bathroom though.
Yes, his bathroom is really cool. I mean, it's like sitting there in the cubby hole. It's like off to the side and around the corner and like
Don't
outside, under the ground. We just keep it like away
Don't
from the
forget-
family.
Don't forget to lock the bathroom door in dad's bathroom, otherwise, because you open it and it's like right there. Like, you know, like it's literally like
Yeah, you
right
basically
there.
turn around and you're in the toilet and you turn back around and you're back outside the bathroom. Don't forget to close the door when you sit down. You know how many times it's happened in our family
Yep.
where someone forgot to close the door and the lights are off and it's late at night and I come around the corner to go to the
Chilling in the
bathroom and all of a sudden I hear, don't come in, don't come in, don't come in, don't come in. I mean, it's like, well, close the door and turn on the light. Come on! How is someone supposed to know if you're using the bathroom? That is something that goes for all families.
Speaking of bathrooms,
Fun fact, Bree cleans our bathroom up here.
I cleaned the bathroom tonight, by the way.
She just cleaned the
I
bathroom
had
today
to
before she took her
unplug
shower.
where the water goes out in the tub, you know. What's it called?
Oh, the drain.
Yeah, the drain.
Did you pull out all the hair?
There's a bunch of hair in there.
Bunch of
So,
hair.
I had
It's
to
not
get
my
that.
hair, I know that.
Well,
My hair don't clog that
yeah.
thing up. Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It donut. It donut
Don't.
plug that up.
I ain't leaving my hair in there.
Yeah. You could actually probably get that hair, dry it out, and sell it. And make a wig out of it.
My hair?
That is an industry that somebody needs to go into. These plumbers that come and unplug the drains could collect all the hair and resell the hair for wig material.
Hey, that's just gross.
That is another...
Moving on.
Hey, look, we're just coming up with ways to save the industry and save the economy. And that's another way that a plumber could make dough.
Speaking of bathrooms again, I just hate it when you're out in a public place and the toilet gets clogged, and then you just
You
leave
feel
it
embarrassed.
there. You just
Because
leave
you're
it
looking
there,
around. You're looking around for a plunger and there is none.
and you wait till everybody else in the bathroom is gone, then you
Then
just
you get up and
sneak
leave.
out, and then people think they don't know who actually plugged it,
Yeah,
and
well...
you couldn't have even
Yeah.
it could have just accidentally
Well,
plugged it.
You know what they're going to probably start doing is they're going to start putting video cameras in the bathroom. Now, not like by the stalls, but like in the corner, like when you first walk in. You can't see people, obviously, using the bathroom, but you can see people leaving and entering and exiting the personal stalls.
Yeah, because remember
so that
when
if
Mom's
certain
wallet
things
got
happen...
stolen? Remember when that happened?
Yeah, at
When
Wendy's.
Yeah, good old days.
That space in her teeth.
Yeah, space in her teeth.
Yeah. The
Jeans.
mean lady. Our car actually got broken into.
Yeah,
I think it's the
yesterday
neighbor.
our car got broken into.
Yeah. Mom told me about that this morning when I was in bed. I was
Yeah,
half
that was
dazed.
scary, dude. That was very scary.
Yeah.
Lady came over and she handed me the stuff, and she's just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
these were in my yard because your
Yeah.
car got broken into."
I have a feeling it was her.
Who's Benjamin? Who's Nathan? And I'm
I
like,
personally have
"Oh,
a feeling it was her.
Really?
I mean, who else could it be?
I was suspicious in the first place. That's what I said to Dad. He's like, And I'm just like, come on, why would she just do that? And why would she ask, like, oh, is Benjamin...
Your guys' stuff was all over my yard. I might have put it there, but I think somebody broke into your car.
Yeah. And
By
then
the way,
and then she goes and she's like, now you might need to call I would call your parents. Like,
Yeah, she
how
really
did you know my
stressed that.
parents were gone? How did you know my parents were gone? She was like, you probably should call your
She's
parents.
stalking us.
And I'm like, how do you know my parents are gone? Like,
It's creepy.
it's creepy. Like, I'm like home alone with Emma.
Scary.
And like, no, just leave me alone. Like, I'm trying to protect my home.
I'm gonna pull out my shotguns! Cause I am an American! And I have the right to bear arms!
America!
But not in Canada. Unfortunately, we don't have the right to bear arms.
Anyways, moving on.
You have to go through like 5 levels of a license just to get in. This is for the next segment, so do not read that yet. We are going to take a commercial break and come back. You didn't even let me get to finish what I was saying about the lady breaking in.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say like, I thought maybe she was gonna ask next, like, now is there anything expensive in here? Cause
Anything expensive that could have been taken.
is there a reward? Like, can I get a reward money for that? Anyways, okay, what's up with the Turners on the Anchor Network? August 9th, 2014, our
We'll be
first
back.
edition over 3
We'll be
months.
back.
We'll be right back. First, we'll get a commercial break and then
26
some
minute
random
mark.
fun facts
Yep.
when we come back.
PT
That's
mark.
all next on the Anchor Radio Network.
BRB.
BBS this coming week. All ages are allowed to come. There'll be amazing skits, puppets, snacks, Bible stories, crazy songs like I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, it's gonna be a great week. Feel free to come out whenever you can.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network and a presentation of What's Up with the Turners. And now your host, Caleb Turner and me.
And me.
And me.
So dramatic. Emotional music playing. August 9, 2014, What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. This is like, I don't know what it's like. I'm trying to compare it, but I can't really think of what I'm trying to find to compare it to. There's so many
Murdoch.
comparisons that I could think of. Like, we have another 25 seconds of this stuff. Alright, Bill, round it up, Bill. We still have yet to have Bill come on the show for us.
I love Bill. Bill's like my BFF.
Bill is my BFF forever.
That's like best
Big
friend forever,
Orange.
forever,
Like,
forever.
Big Blueberry
forever.
is just like the best ever.
Final segment today, August 9th, 2014, our first show back since
Wrap it up!
May
Thank
9th,
you.
2014. Couple of just random things for you as we wrap up the day. I'll let you read a couple of these.
Okay.
The first one here is the friendliest cities
Ooh,
in the
cool.
world,
Fourth is the Charleston, South Carolina.
where people offer you
Nice.
bread and
Would you like some honey?
biscuits and gravy. Come on in.
Makes you want to slap your mama.
Makes you want to hit your daddy with a baseball bat.
Ow.
And get this, the third friendliest city in the world is Victoria, BC.
Yeah, woo!
Our very own. It's the only time I love Canada is when we are all in the
Nah,
stats.
we love Canada.
We
Honestly,
love Canada. Don't get me wrong.
Canada's
Look,
cool,
look.
but
we love Canada. There's absolutely nothing we have against Canada except a lot of things. But no, I'm serious. We love Canada. We're like Drake. Drake is a Toronto Raptors fan, alleged.
we love
He cheers for the Raptors when they're good, and then he doesn't cheer for the Raptors when they're bad. He's like a cold. It's like the flu. It hangs with you in the bad times. What are you doing?
just looking at your glasses where they were from. Carrera. I thought it said something else.
I think it's made in China. The first friendliest city in the world is Auckland, New Zealand. It says Carrera.
Yeah, no, I thought
Yeah,
it said something
Porsche.
else.
It's like the Porsche Carrera. My glasses are Porsche. Anyways, congrats to Auckland, New Zealand, being voted the friendliest city in the world. I don't think I'll ever visit the friendliest city in the world, unfortunately.
Now, the
I think I have a better
unfriendliest
chance
cities,
of visiting the most unfriendliest city in the world.
Which is hard to believe is actually Paris, France.
No, that's the fourth. That's
the fourth unfriendliest
I'm not
city
surprised.
in the world.
I'm not surprised. Well, no, we aren't gonna go
France.
there. The first and most unfriendliest city in the world is Johannesburg, South Africa. South Africa. I don't know how, but it is. I mean, this is a former British colony, folks. Thought the British were supposed to be friendly, give you a spot of tea. But anyways, Johannes, man, whatever. That's the way it goes. And they just had the World Cup there in 2010. So much for that. Right now, according to Yahoo.com, it is apparently in right now for ladies to dye their hair platinum blonde.
Of course.
I mean, do you guys realize what platinum blonde is?
Like,
Platinum blonde is like whiter than white blonde.
yeah.
Platinum
It's like
sounds so expensive. Platinum sounds like
a
silver.
car.
Yeah, like a car. Like a Platinum GT2X Nissan 5. Which I don't even know what that is, but I just made it up. If you yelled for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you would have produced enough energy to heat 1 cup of coffee.
Should we try
We'd have to start now, and I'd be 26 before we're done. I'm done. Every time you lick a stamp, you consume 1/10 of a calorie.
That's why, people who are smart, they take they lick their finger, and then they do this. They wipe it
because they don't want to.
They don't want to
They don't want to get their
germs
calories
or
in the stamps. They don't want to waste their calories on stamps. How many calories have you used today? I've used 10. What would you eat? 100 stamps. 100 stamps. I licked every single one of them and got all that good stuff off of it. Seems like your tongue would run out of saliva to lick off the calorie. Why is there a calorie in stamps? I'm still trying to figure this thing out. The thing where you lick is where the calorie is.
Yeah, I know, the sticky stuff where you try and seal it.
It's not a matter of eating the stamp, because if you ate the stamp, you probably would get more than 1/10 of a calorie.
Yeah.
The average person falls asleep in 7 minutes, which in my opinion is very false.
No, because I don't fall asleep in 7 minutes, and I'm an average person, right?
Well, that can be debated if you're average or not. There's a lot of things we could talk about being average or unaverage.
Average.
Butterflies taste with their feet. Can you imagine if humans had their mouths on their foot? Can you imagine if God made... Because God could have made the human body with our mouths on our feet and our eyes on our elbows. So we have to walk around like this.
Yeah, but then you could stalk people. You could be like this, right? And if they're looking at you,
Yeah, you could move your arms backwards like this, oh, I'm stretching. Actually, you're looking at the person.
Instead, you actually have to turn your head and be like, hey.
Yeah, and so then people can actually tell when you're stalking.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Nah,
Not
weird.
cool, actually.
And like I said earlier, we already said that. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. I must have the ostrich brain. Snails can sleep for 3 years without eating.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Mom, this is the first time Mom is in the studio. What's up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network?
Say hi.
Mom should say hi. This would be the first time that our viewers would have heard the incredible voice of our mom.
Hi there.
There it is! There it is! And hopefully this will be allowed to be put on the internet.
Just to let you know, that's not really her real voice. She doesn't always talk.
That was the fancy voice. That was the talk show voice.
Talk show voice.
We have our talk show voice. We got it from her.
Hi.
So we got that from her. So that's where all of our talent comes from with this kind of stuff. The What's Up with the Turners. Like we said, snails can sleep for 3 years without eating. I don't know how they do it, but I guess they do. Honey's the only food that doesn't spoil.
Really?
You could leave honey out for years, and the only things that would get to it are the ants.
And then it'd be gone.
What happens to a frog's car when it breaks down?
It gets towed away!
Oh! Totally a lame joke to finish up the show. And one last worthless tidbit of information. Bill Gates rented a $330 million yacht for 3 weeks of vacation. That means he spent $110 million per week just on a boat. Wow. And to think that we had Noah's Ark in the Bible and that cost zilch. That wraps it up. Oh, that didn't sound very realistic. I gotta actually do my own thing. That wraps it up for today's show. What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. And that wraps it up. August 9th, 2014. Brandon, you just pulled my pen out. Unbelievable. You literally pulled the pen out of its socket Trying to do your little sign thing. No, it's not happening. That's my Hiles Anderson College pen. It's not getting used.
Oh.
That's my signature for the show
Wow.
when I'm
Changes
doing it
every
really
time.
fast. There's the C and there's like a N,
There's
and this
the
is like a
T.
giant V. The V.
V for what?
Victory. Because we never lose.
Of course.
What's up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network, August 9, 2014 edition. Thank you for joining us, our first
We
edition
love
in 3
you.
months.
We love
hope
you,
to have
fans.
one more edition before we say goodbye to the What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. And maybe one day in the near future when we have our grandkids, maybe our grandkids will take over the What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. But we'll see. There's still one more show. We'll probably have something nice planned, a goodbye, maybe a song. Maybe we can write a song or something about What's
why
Up with the
not?
Turners. Like, it's not going to be about me. It's going to be about What's Up with the Turners, saying goodbye to this show. Because this show has a lot of history already with it.
Yeah.
We are 10 shows in. I believe this was our 10th show.
Oh.
And so the 11th will go next time. Before we leave, and one more music video, hopefully, before we go as well, from a Turner home video. We'll see how that goes. And for everybody listening to this show, be sure to check out the Facebook page of the Golden State Boys Talk Show. That will also be on the Anchor Network in partnership with 8 Darren Studios. So please put a like on our Facebook page if you haven't already. For Brianna Turner, Bob, our executive producer, Bill, Tom, back at Control in downtown Vancouver, I am Caleb Turner, your host of the What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network.
Shout out to SpongeBob!